Hi, this is Bryce Van Patten with Metal Express Radio Backstage, and today my guests are Jessica and Jackie Parry of the band Dianthus, and their new album, Realms, just came out on Deco Records, and we're here to talk about that today. How are you today?
Awesome. We're doing great. Glad to be here.
Awesome. And can you introduce yourselves really quick?
Sure thing. Yeah. I'm Jessica. I play drums and sing backing vocals in Dianthus. And I'm Jackie, and I play guitar and I sing for Dianthus.
Awesome. If somebody hadn't heard of Dianthus before and you had to give an elevator pitch on your band, how would you describe your sound?
I would say it's a blend of progressive rock and metal and a little bit of classical in there as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you agree with that, right?
Yeah, I agree. I like those three things.
Nothing to add. Okay, great. So you just released the album, Realms, and I understand that Vinny Appice heard the album and had some kind words. Do you want to talk about that or tell me what happened there?
I believe it was actually Carmine. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I always mix them up too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know they're both drummers, but yeah, he took a listen to Realms and he really dug the sound. And I think the thing that highlighted the sound for him was our harmonies and on our vocals and stuff. Because doing metal, you would think we do more harsher stuff with the vocals, but he thought it was a cool niche to hear. So
yeah, and plus like the sibling thing, the harmony we have with that as well. So yeah,
right. Normally it'd be one person singing to themselves, but you guys are fortunate that your voices are really similar and blend so well. It's pretty neat, So I agree with him. I like the mix of your kind of dreamy vocals over a more heavy metal sound, which is pretty unique. I think it's pretty unique. So how can you talk a little bit about the story of Realms? Because I understand it's a bit of a concept story.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a concept. Hence the album artwork too. It takes you into a world with like the whole painting and stuff. So it's kind of us in a parallel universe, so to speak. And then we kind of come across like different realms, so to speak. So the realms stand for different moods in the story. So there's like kind of more ballad like tones and stuff like that.
Yeah, like if you listen to the full record back to back, each song kind of takes you on a journey, like what she was saying. So there's some bright songs in there. There's more metal, darker sounding songs in there. So yeah, lots of different moods.
I kind of felt that when I was listening to it. Now, when you guys are putting together an album, how do you write your songs? I mean, like, what is your process? Do you jam things out? Do you save little pieces of ideas, or how do you guys go about it?
Yeah, it's different every time.
Yeah, it's different every time. It's kind of a blend of what you mentioned. So, some of the songs that we had on the record were like small parts of the songs were ideas we had way back. And then some songs just came through a full-on jam session. And some songs she would just have the drums done. Right. So it's either, guitar first, drums first. It just depends. But
hardly vocals first, though. It's always the music first and then the vocals.
Yeah, it's funny. I talk to like a lot of symphonic metal bands, and they're all like, we write the melody, and we have no music to it, and we write just a melody in our words, and then we write everything behind it. And they're like, of course, and I'm like, okay. And I go, but riff. Other bands write off riffs. You know what I mean? Like, like guitar riff oriented, and then work melodies, and I, and I think both ways are completely valid. It just gives you a different approach to music. I'm imagining Judas Priest writes more off riffs. Whereas, like I say, symphonic metal, their melody is kind of everything.
Vocals are always in the peak. Yeah. So that makes sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So on Realms, that was produced by Steve Evetts. And he's known for work with Dillinger Escape Plan, Symphony X, Butcher Babies, to name a couple. How was it working with Steve? And talk about that.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Working with him in the studio, he knew so much about, gear and tone that we were able to learn a lot about even our own sound as a band. And we had a lot of time to work with him. So we just worked together to make the songs sound the best they can. And with drums too.
Yeah, drums. He helped us kind of find our tone and stuff in the studio. And we wanted this record to kind of be raw, just like our debut. So we didn't want too much bells and whistles going on, but we wanted to maximize on everything we could. So yeah, he had a great extra ear, like, working with all these other bands and hearing our sound. He kind of polished our sound a lot. Yeah, it was great.
Yes, I was going to say that the drum sound is really lush on the album. I love the tone, like from the toms. They, everything just resonates. And a lot of times you don't hear that. You kind of hear things tend to get standardized a lot, I feel like, in heavy metal. And so you hear the same exact kind of clicky bass drum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a big reverberated snare and but I felt that, that especially the drum kit sounded, and I mean everything, the whole production, but the drums stood out in a way that they don't normally for a lot of bands. So I think that if that's what you were going for, you definitely succeeded.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So, I gave him like a list of tones I would like to emulate. And he was just like, you got to hit the drum super hard. Yeah. So that's what really changed. I like pounded on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get that rim shot out of the snare and like to get that sound, like you have to hit it hard at points too. So we do.
Yeah. Did you go through any drumsticks or heads in the process?
Yeah. Not drum heads, but yeah, sticks were always scarce.
Yeah. Because when you hit them hard, that is one thing that happens is you'll
break something.
Yeah.
Definitely going to break something, and it's better a stick than a cymbal, of course.
Sure, yeah. Definitely. Cymbals are expensive.
They are.
Especially nice ones, So,
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit how the pandemic might have affected your getting this album done? Has it helped you or hindered you?
It definitely helped the record because we had months in between just to really polish up the songs, and sometimes we would have like a month or two before we could even get back in the studio. So during those months that we had at home, we were able to like practice the songs and jam them out together and kind of be like, would this work out live? Because if it feels uncomfortable live, we should probably take it out. Yeah. So we had the time just to work out the bugs and get the songs very tight. So it definitely helped.
It did.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I understand Realms is slated to come out in a comic book form and possibly some other forms. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we have a comic book to kind of supplement the record, and the release date's kind of tentative, but we're hoping hopefully in the spring. But it'll be perfect for you guys out there that love comics and comic books, because the whole story will make sense for you. You'll see pictures, obviously, and it'll just make everything come together once you hear the record and you see that comic.
Yeah, it felt natural to have a comic book, and it's something we've never done before too. So we're just very excited for it to come out.
Yeah,
that's pretty exciting. I love comic books, so I think it's great to anytime you can tie different medias together. Can I ask, do you know who the artist is that's drawing your comic? Can you tell me that, or can you tell me any info about who's helping produce it?
Right now, we can't really say too much. Hopefully, once we have a release date, then we can give some info. But right now, it's kind of up in the air. But hopefully soon, right?
Okay. No tidbits. Nothing you can just.
Like deviant art. You can. Well, we can give you little hints about what the art will kind of look like. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be very deviant. Yeah, deviant art. Kind of like our Realms album cover. So it's a little mix of that. Lots of colors. Lots of different moods as well. So yeah.
Awesome. So the album comes out. I understand you have some different options when you purchase it. You can get some with some extra goodies and limited edition. And do you guys want to talk about any of that?
Yeah. So the Realms merch bundle is exclusive with the album. So it has some cool goodies in there. There's a Dianthus beanie and then a wristband. Awesome. And a lot of cool. I think there's a koozie in there too with the album art. So it's perfect for representing the new album. Yeah.
That's great. And you guys autograph a copy too?
Yes. The CDs
put it in that bundle?
Yes. Yeah. CDs are all signed by us.
Is there a vinyl?
Yes. That's definitely in the works. We've gotten a lot of requests to do vinyl, and it would be super cool too. So we're definitely working on something like that.
Yeah, I just hear that the vinyl's backlogged. I've talked to bands that say that they want to release an album, but they've been told that they have to hold up their release if they want it to come out on vinyl at the same time, because there's so many people pressing vinyl that like, no, your record's not going to get pressed for 9 months, even if you handed it in today. You know what I mean?
So
have you guys seen any of that or ran into that?
Because we were talking with our label too about the possibility of vinyl, and it's definitely backlogged. It's very popular now, having that in everyone's home. So but it felt natural to still do that too. So
that's cool. Yeah, I'm not in love with vinyl, but what I am in love with is giant artwork. This big thing you can hold that's really represents your art, and you could hang it on your wall or whatever. Which with CDs, it always seems so squashed. And the new craze among young people, and for the life of me, I can't figure it out, is cassettes. And now bands are doing cassettes. Is there a Dianthus cassette coming?
We actually haven't put that in the works, but you're the first person to kind of mention that to us. A lot of metal bands are doing that now, though. Like, like they're bringing it back, and that's cool, but our car doesn't really have a cassette player. It'd be more of like something cool to have. But, that could be cool.
Do you guys have a tour planned to support Realms? And if you are, can you talk about that and what that might entail?
Definitely. We're definitely hoping to tour a little earlier, but with things still happening, it is kind of getting delayed a bit, but we're definitely trying to get out there and play the new material. And we're excited to say that, working with Deco has allowed us some cool opportunities to tour with some artists on there too. We're going to kind of tease one of the shows. We'll be with Angel in Vegas and I think Hollywood. So we have some shows with them. So it's definitely in the works.
So Angel, is this the original band Angel, or is this a new band Angel?
This is the original Angel. Yeah.
From the 70s that were on Casablanca Records. They were kind of the antithesis of Kiss, wearing all white. Is this the band?
Yeah, that is it. That's the same one. Yeah. It's going to be a cool show. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. They're a part of history. Definitely. I know they had something where, they tried to have a stage show that rivaled Kiss's, only, again, all white and angel-y versus all black and kind of, sinister. And they had something where they had some lighting trick where they disappeared on stage and all kinds of stuff. And so I don't know what kind of budget. It would be interesting to see what kind of budget they would have. And I'd be really excited. I hope you guys can get on a big tour with that. That would be really fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So what else does 2022 have in store for you guys?
We're constantly trying to push out new music as well. So hopefully, releasing some new songs too. Some music videos coming up for these songs on Realms. Definitely. We'll be working on shows, of course. Hopefully a tour.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. If you were able to tour with anybody, who would be the perfect band for you guys to get on a tour with? You think that would really help your music to be in front of their fans and would be just a dream for you guys? Do you have a band?
I would
probably. Of you?
Yeah. It's so hard because I have a bunch of metal bands in my head and lots of other ones too. But I would probably have to say Nightwish, because I was thinking Nightwish or the band Ghost.
That would be huge.
Yeah, because their vocals are very melodic and stuff. It's also heavy. Yeah, Ghost is almost like, pop melodies going, but they have music, so it's kind of like us as well. But yeah. But when you pick one, I'd probably say that then. Ghost. Yeah, I was thinking Nightwish because of the whole female fronted aspect with the symphonic elements. But
Nightwish is great. Nightwish is really good. And Ghost would be fantastic. They're really poppy, but they look like King Diamond. So I was always confused. It's like they look quite sinister and have a really great looking stage show. Yes. But they seem very pop as opposed to heavy metal.
Yeah, so, we love the characters.
Yeah, well, I think it's brilliant that to do a crossover. It would probably be a really good matchup for you guys. So, is there anything else that you wanted to add that you're doing or working on or would like to throw in?
I think we pretty much just covered everything, but yeah, just stay tuned though. Stay tuned for that release date for the comic book. We'll be updating you guys on our socials, so just keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Dianthus Realms available now on Deco Entertainment, and you can follow the band on Facebook, Twitter, and their home site, www.dianthuslive, that's DIANTHUSLIVE.com for more stuff. And I want to thank you both for being here today.
Thank you so much, Bryce.
Thank you so much.
What's up? I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jackie.
We're Dianthus, and thanks for tuning in to Metal Express Radio.